love love, and it's February, and even though Valentine's Day is long gone already, I wanted to paint love today. I'm sure older family members of yours also have these amazing art books in their house library, and nowadays I think we don't buy them as much anymore because we can find every painting digitally, but actually having these good quality prints and being able to see every brush stroke of the master, I think is actually amazing, especially for studies and just practicing. I love this still life, it's divine. I definitely want to learn how to paint summer light and lighting and mood in general. That's something that I feel like I'm missing still in my practice. So I will definitely do a day where I will just copy paintings where I love the mood and the light. And then I made some gesso to prepare my canvas. I used the same material as I used in the last painting video, so just a fabric that I found on the street, and this time I prepped it with gesso, which definitely made a difference and made it be easier to apply layers of paint on top. And then I put it in this embroidery frame because I didn't have any other kind of framing, and this was big enough to kind of fit the oval of the frame. Honestly, I kind of suspected that this painting would be a fail, just because I didn't really have a reference. I looked at different paintings and sketched some of those because I liked certain aspects, but in the end, it wasn't really what I was looking for, so I was improvising without a reference, without a picture or something to actually see the shadows, the lighting, everything. And that just led to it being a little bit flat. I got up early today to paint, early in the day. I found these really cute little plates, 2 glass plates, and I think they are adorable for painting, but they are really cute for just putting paint on them. Cute. Dainty. It's so interesting, sometimes we just forget a big factor in our decision making, and the decision of me studying costume and stage design and not painting or like fine arts in that sense was because I was often struggling with finding the motives or finding the things that I actually wanted to paint. With costume and stage design, you have a baseline, right? You have a theater play or you have a movie script. On top of that, you build and you structure a character and all of that, but you have a base, you have a character that's already described. When you are painting, you can obviously have your own references, such as taking photos and then painting those, or having someone sit somewhere and painting them, or painting, you know, something in real life, a still life or something like that. But if you don't have what you want to paint, it can be a little bit difficult. And I really wanted to paint lovers. I wanted to paint lovers that are like in nature, kind of like romanticism. And I looked on Pinterest and I found a couple of paintings where I liked certain aspects of it, but I also don't just want to copy a painting that already exists. Like, yeah, that's great for practicing, but I actually want to hang this painting and I want it to be my creation in some way. So now I'm combining two things. I have the nature of one painting, I have the woman of another painting, and then I have kind of like the lighting on another painting. So it's going to be interesting because I don't have a real reference and some shadows and light things are not going to add up well. But it's okay, you know, it's all about practicing, and now I know that I have to take more pictures. It is the season of getting sick, so of course I need a tea. This is ginger, so like simmered for about 15 minutes, and then just like very fresh herbs that a friend of mine brought me back from Bulgaria, which are just fresh herbs are so much better than packed tea, obviously, so this is great. I love the light on this one, it's beautiful. Here's the painting so far. It's okay, but it's lacking essence, it's lacking light, shadows, more contrast. You can't see the shadows of the trees right there. The water doesn't look like water yet, so a lot to still do. All of this is a great example of you have to trust the process, because right here I was just putting layer and layer and layers of paint on top of this canvas, and I felt like it's going to collapse at some point. It's just not going to take on more paint, and it doesn't look the way that I want it to look. And it's not like the painting turned out to be exactly what I had envisioned, which was a lot more moody and just you have this feeling of really being in a forest. That's not what it turned out to be, but it got better. So far so good. I'm getting a little bit tired. That's a problem for me with nature, painting nature. It's so unclear. There are so many colors and then also so many shapes, and that's difficult for me. I can deal with very clear, sharp edges and shadows, but in nature it's like all over the place. Burnt umber and ochre, yellow ochre, are my two best friends. I use these shades so much. I love burnt umber to bring more contrast in and shadows that are not just black, but have a little bit more dimension. And I love yellow ochre for any kind of like natural element. So the stones, the ground.
going to let this dry. That's it. I'm not going to do more because it is so full of paint at this point and I'm kind of over it. And then while it's drying, I'm going to work on the frame.